from page number 86, villages of India. Okay, here villages of India. So today we are discussing on life in a village, how people live in a village. So the first point I have written: people raise or rear animals. They keep animals, they rear animals, and after few years they sell, isn't it? In order to get money, in order to earn money, isn't it? For example, cows, goats, buffaloes, they keep, they rear, isn't it? And after a few years they sell so that they can earn their livelihood. Next, they grow crops. People in the village, they also grow crops in a huge amount. Okay, because in India most of the people, they do agriculture in India. Now they live in a village and they grow crops. Now the third point: the common means of transport is bullock cart. Since the road is not good in the villages, isn't it? So people, they don't have any cars or buses to travel. Rather they have bullock carts. Bullock carts, you can see in the page number also 87. Some they use animals, and they carry goods. Even they travel through this transport, means of transport. Now I want you to look in the book, page number 86, while I'm reading. Okay, so spotlight, we are going to learn in this chapter life in Indian villages administration, role of the Gram Panchayat. Now first paragraph: India has many big and small villages. So since India is a big country, it has many cities also that we have learned, isn't it? Cities, big cities, and big villages also, and small villages as well. Okay, now the life of people in villages is very different from city life. You also think that why there is much different or much difficult to live in village rather than in city. See, some of the points I have written: you can't get everything what you want in the village, isn't it? And there is electricity problem sometimes, isn't it? You can't get vehicles easily to go to hospitals if you feel sick, isn't it? Then you can't get medicine shop easily in the village. If the people get sick, they need to travel long distance in order to go to hospital or in order to reach the hospital. They work in the fields to grow crops so that they could earn money. So that's why I've written they grow crops. They work on the fields, okay, in the fields, and then they grow crops so that they can earn money by selling their goods. For example, crops and pulses, whatever they grow. And then they keep cattle for their livestock. As I've already told you, they keep or they rear animals so that at least they can earn money for their livelihood. Okay. Now, more than half of India's population lives in villages. Okay, more than in India, it is 1.30 million, isn't it, population? So out of that, more than half India's population lives in villages. Now let us find more about Indian villages. Life in a village, as I've already told you, it's not same that people live in villages or city is very different. Now we also live in villages like Karto, some down Namchipung, isn't it? So there also sometimes we find it difficult to get vehicles to come in the city, like Pakyong or to go Gantok, isn't it? So it's not that much easy to live in village. Okay, now in a village most people raise cows for milk and bulls to help them in farming. You must have seen when you go to village, the people they rear animals like cows and bulls, and they plough the lands with the help of their animals, isn't it? Both men and women work in the fields as farmers, isn't it? Even it is male, either it is male or female, they have to work in the field. Okay, crops such as wheat, soybean, black gram, cotton rice, and millets are cultivated in a village. Food is cooked on chulhas made of mud using firewood. So this is very This is very common to us, that when you go to village, in some village, people they search for firewoods so that they cook their foods, isn't it? But in city we cannot use firewoods to cook our foods. We simply use cylinders, isn't it? Gas cylinders. Now there are two schools in a village. One is primary school and the other is secondary schools. Primary, as we all know that primary is starting from 1 to 5, isn't it? Or we have primary classes from LKG to 5, and then secondary schools, it's above 6, isn't it? All the children of the village go to these schools. Okay, the nearest post office, police station, and the marketplace are located far away. So if you live in the village, you can find that if you want to post a letter, you have to travel a long distance, isn't it? If you want to put any case or to write any to submit any FIR case, you have to travel a long distance to reach the police station. Or even to buy some goods, you need to travel long distance, isn't it, to reach the marketplace. So in the village, post office, police station, and marketplaces are very far. So people have to travel long distances for jobs and higher education. So it's not that people in a village, they are not educated. They are also educated, and they want their child, or they want their children to learn more. But the problem is you won't get that proper education facility in a village. So they have to travel in a cities so that they can get proper education. Okay. But now nowadays some villages, they have upgraded themselves. They have developed themselves. Okay, in many ways. They have good roads. They have schools also in a village. We can see, and the colleges also. You'll find in the village. Now the common means of transport, I've already told you. The common means of transport is bullock cart. Okay. The basic needs of people living in villages, you are very well aware of it, that they need clean drinking water, food, electricity, very much needed, pakka houses. Okay, you must have learned about pakka houses and kacha houses. So they need pakka houses, and then medical or health centers, so that you can go and check up yourself properly, and then proper toilets, primary and secondary schools, garbage disposal, agriculture, animals health, grazing ground for animals, and community centers. So this is the required of people, those who live in a village. Okay, so there has to be some people, in a village who take responsibility to see and fulfill the people's basic need, like this: electricity, drinking water, food. So there has to be some people in a village who look after the welfare of the villagers. So they have gram panchayats for this, as who takes care of people, those who live in village. They have gram panchayat. So this we'll learn in the next class. Okay, I think this much is enough for today. So today we'll continue with gram panchayat in the next class. So today what we have learned is life in a village and the problems we face. Okay, and how the villagers, they earn their livelihoods, they earn their money. So we have learned. So please go through your book and try to understand it, read it. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Till then, take care and keep learning. Thank you.